Hey guys, after the Brian May guitar, I really didn't think I was going to get another one, but this happened and showed up on Amazon. I'm filming this in case there's something wrong, but I'm going to speed it up and then we'll slow it down again when I get it out of the box. They've got it really well taped. Damn. Oh, it does come out that way. Whew, it's not easy getting this out. Look at this case. I mean, it's a hard padded case. I looked up on the internet here as to how much do you have to pay for a guitar to get a bag. The lowest cost one that I found was an Epiphone LP. I don't know which version it was. Listing for $4.99. Comes with one of those wrinkly bags. And then I looked up Epiphone into the thousands of dollars, and none of them come with a bag or a case. Imagine that. Imagine that. Now, this pocket on this thing is virtually useless. I'll say that right away. It's a really nice case, but this bag is virtually useless because it's so tight. You can't really get that much in there. Maybe a cable or something. And it's got a zipper. Where are the zippers on this thing? Way down the other side. Can I get you in there a little bit? Okay. Oh, there's two zippers. Oh, and it goes all the way around there. Woo. And as you can see, this is a Leo Jaymz. Now, before I show you the guitar, let me show you the case. Look at this thing. Hard foam case, customized to the guitar. It's got a guitar capo. We'll look at that. And that's all there is in there. But this is a hard foam case. I don't have to buy a case for this guitar. Let's right out of the case, this comes off because there's a little snip on the side. You got to be really careful. I'll put it back on later. So that's don't. Put that over there. This is going to be like a comedy show. Let's take a look at this capo. It's supposed to be a pro style capo. I don't really use capos that much, except for holding, oh, and some picks. but I use them to hold the strings on the guitars when I'm working on them. Ooh! Ooh, that is a really nice capo. This is all metal. Nice rubber on the inside and a nice taut spring. Unbelievable. You could use this as a hand exerciser. Well, that is really something. And it's Leo Jaymz branded on the top. Oh, well, might as well just put it back in the bag. Oh, with the picks. I don't know what. Oh, that might be something I could use. Let's put that over there. We don't need the box anymore. Now, the prize, of course, is supposed to be this. No cable in this box, but it comes with the little tools. And another elastic. And luckily, not one of those sticky bags. Oh, and it's got professional strap locks. Look at that. Beautiful red back, eh? Look at that. Isn't that something? Roasted maple neck. Locking tuners. These look really nice. I've bought tuners like that before. Front of the headstock. Not reversed. There are several versions of this guitar available. 6 of them with different colors have reverse headstocks. 3 colors schemes have non-reverse headstocks. And the one that had the nicest front, even nicer than this one, with purples and blues and all kinds of stuff on it, is $959 here in Canada. This one was listed for $599, and with the Amazon Big Spring Sale here, $120 off coupon, and that was a trigger for me. I also received an Amazon gift card recently for $250, so that reduced my cost. So in the end, I got this for about 250 bucks. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. But standard. We'll see what's in there. We've got chromed black knobs. I'm assuming either tone and volume, or 2 volumes, I'm not sure. The other color that was listed at $599, I didn't like. So I went with this one. It's quite the top. It's tiles with a resin top. This is a resin top. This is something like Eric C makes on his channel. Shout out to Eric. He makes amazing looking guitars for people with resin tops on them, and all uniquely, specially designed. I love watching him do that kind of stuff. Now this is supposed to have a rosewood fretboard. It is very nice looking, very smooth, very tight grain, not porous like a lot of the rosewoods you get on some of the lower priced guitars. Also tiled the headstock with the resin over it as well. It's about a 1/16 of an inch thick on the headstock. Oh, and it also extends down over here, but it's not as thick as over the tile. But up here, it's about a good 1/8 of an inch. And they did it on the curve as well. The belly curve in the back. Ferrules for the neck. The roasted maple neck is very nice. Hurricane. This is Hurricane series. I thought it was Monsoon. Maybe the reverse headstocks are called Monsoon. Designed and manufactured by Jaymz. No claim of country. Probably China, because he is Chinese, I guess. Zebra pickups. Not adjusted at all. The action, of course, is not correct. I can tell I'm probably going to need a shim in the neck right away. This is number 71 in the collection at the moment. Black chrome hardware. Supposed to be stainless steel saddles. Black chromed. What else? Oh, stainless steel frets. Stainless steel frets. 24 frets. Huge inlays for the markers. Huge. Yeah, huge inlays. They're not just stickers or those tiny little things that they normally get. The nut, how does the nut look? Well, this looks like a tusk nut or bone. I see that this is not in there. The truss rod cover is the sliding type that I can leave on because I can get access to it anytime I want, so that's nice. Tiny little bit of residue inside there from the buffing compound. This first string is sitting on the fret, the low E. So is the A. The D is just above where I would normally want it. Oh, the G is sitting on the fret. So is the B, and so is the other E. That's the only one not sitting on the fret. Now, Leo, for the price of this guitar, man, and the rest of it, you should make sure your nut is cut better and the strings are not sitting on that first fret, man. That is very disturbing. Very disturbing. So you see, the higher price that you pay for things doesn't mean it's always better. What it means is it's a higher price. Now, we're probably paying for, you know, all of this stuff and whatever, and the nice back and the roasted maple neck and the nice hardware. Let me see what these feel like. Oh yeah, these feel really good. Really nice tuners. So, no problem there. But it's obvious that that nut is way too low. And the first fret is choking them out. That will mean trying a new nut and possibly having to take down the height of the first fret in order to get the clearance necessary to get the action down at this end. Now, with a shim in the neck, which I believe it's going to need, because the height of the saddles right now are where they should be, but the action is too high. So, let me put a little tension here on this low E. Yeah, so even with the tension, it has to come down about 1/8 of an inch. So that's what the action looks like now. If you can get that to focus right there, quite high there, see? So that's a bit of an issue. So shimming it will make that worse for the first fret because it's going to sit back and it's going to want to touch even harder. So that means the G might end up choking out as well. Okay, so I have the option. I go, oh crap, just send it back, right? And get another one. But there was only 3 in stock. And chances are something else will happen. So this is not, for me, for somebody else it might maybe, but for me, not such a serious problem. I'm pretty sure I can do something about that first fret problem. The rest of it looks pretty nice. And, you know, we'll look inside. It has standard factory strings, but let's see what we got. I'm looking on my head for my glasses. We've got, how many pieces here? 1, 2, 3. This is 1 piece. There's another small piece here, and then another piece there. And this piece here is a little bit lighter wood. It's supposed to be mahogany, but the finish is really pretty good. Really pretty good. Usually I find more stuff when I go to bench 1 under the different lighting, but really pretty good. I can see that the way they've mounted these pickups again are probably sitting on sponges. The screws that are in there have buggered up heads on them, especially here, which means they probably didn't drill the pilot hole deep enough for this pickup. And it is angled, and the neck is angled northward, this one's angled southward, and that means that the sponges are in the wrong place. So those screws will have to come out and do something about them. So, as I mentioned, the more money you pay for things doesn't always mean it's better. So I get a lot of comments when I buy lower price guitars about, oh, well, why didn't you buy, you know, put a couple of more $100 into it and, you know, get a better guitar like an Epiphone something or other, or a Fender Mexican or something like that. It doesn't matter how much money you pay. Even the $1,000 guitars and more into the $2,000 guitars all have something wrong with them. Unless you specifically have a custom shop that's uniquely made for you and one person works on it and delivers it to you, that's the only way you get a guitar that's not got a problem. But when you buy anything that comes in a box, doesn't matter if you go to a store or you buy it online, there's always going to be something wrong with a factory made and box delivered guitar. And you either have to learn how to handle that, or you know, you have to have somebody else do it for you. There is a scarf joint on the neck. It's very visible. It's lighter here, darker there. It's very visible on this neck. The neck is very smooth. So yes, there's going to be something to do. I also noticed that besides the nut probably being too low, because it also is very close to the 2nd fret and the 3rd fret, it doesn't really start to, here, the 5th fret has the proper height that you'd normally want at the 1st fret. I noticed that the strings are more inboard on the low E, and the high E is really close to the edge. And when you touch it, especially on these rounded end frets, slip off. So we're going to have to take a look at the alignment, and possibly it's with the angle of what the neck is in the pocket. The pocket looks really tight. don't perceive there's going to be a lot of movement because of the fact that you have resin, you know, 1/8 of an inch resin on the top of the guitar. So, okay, that is the initial look at this Jaymz Hurricane series. And we will get back to you in the next part once we go to bench 1 and try to diagnose why all this is the way it is. The height of this nut, I'm going to check it against the nuts that I have. If in fact my nuts are the same as this, it may very well be that the slot cut on the headstock for the nut to be in there is been cut too low, and then that would require shimming or a return. I will take a closer look at it and make a determination. We'll find out in part 2 if I keep it or if I send it back. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all your support. Catch you in the next one.